now proudly presented on SNME. That's Sunday night's main event. Patreon and free feed.
Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side. Want some teammates at the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host, your boy George Mackay. We're all snuggled up here together, and I am with the Hog Tag Team Champions, Jay Lyon, Midas Black, the main event. Welcome to Straight Talk Wrestling, boys, for the first time, but it will not be the last, I guarantee you that. Now, guys, as you know, I'm a big MLW mark. I actually have a side podcast called the MLW Rewind, and we discovered you from being here at Demand Lucha, but also being on MLW. And MLW, you guys have added new life to a very desolate tag team division, a division that's actually non-existent. To be completely honest with you, there was only 3 teams at one point. Now there's at least 4 or 5. In terms of that division and how stacked it is becoming, what's it about MLW that adds something a little different to tag team wrestling that I don't think a lot of other promotions are doing right now?
That is honestly a very, very good question.
I tap into those things.
That's a really good question. I think what they are doing differently is learning to get, like, they're not, so in the indies, when you do tag team wrestling or wrestling in period, the indies is it could get watered down too fast. You're using the same people, you're seeing the same matches. So I think what MLW is doing is they have their cycle where they're like, all right, we're going to bring in this team, we're going to bring in this team. You have Samoa's SWAT team, which is always great. You have the Calling, which they're building very well. So now you get to see Samoa's SWAT team in the Calling, and then you got teams like the FBI, and then they bring us in, and we're like a breath of fresh life to all these new matchups. But I think what they're doing right is they're like, okay, we're going to bring in this one for this taping, and then we're going to bring in this for this taping, and they have a good job at spreading it out.
I get what you like. They keep the rotation the same, but it's still fresh.
Yes.
No, I agree. I co-sign everything he said.
Perfect.
He said everything.
Said everything. So listen, SST, we know they're dangerous. SGC, they're always prepared for a fight. And then you have the Calling, which is completely unorthodox. I think you guys are easily in the hunt for those tag titles. And I think MLW fans would agree with me when I say we need to see more of the main event. We need to see everything that the main event brings, and I think that you guys could be double champions. You could represent Hog, but you could also be representing MLW. Now, looking at Fury Road, only coming a few weeks away, this will air after Fury Road, but what are the implications? I mean, you guys being part of that tag team division, you're going to be watching that match. What are the implications, knowing that the Calling is not defending those titles yet, but Ricochet Page is booked, Akira may be booked, and then they might have 2 matches that night. They're not going to be running at 100. They could potentially, if it is announced, they could potentially lose those titles if Fury Road, if a tag match is announced.
What Lion and I love about wrestling is that you never know what's going to happen. You never know when it's going to happen. And those are the things that we look forward to. It's either going to be a challenge or it's going to be a very nice surprise. So with that being said, Lion and I love challenges, and it doesn't matter who's tag champs at that point. You did say a couple things that were right, and that is we are eyeing for the tag championships. And there was one more thing you said, and I can't remember right now, but you was right about it. With that being said, it doesn't matter who it is. It could be the Calling, it could be Samoa's SWAT team, it could be SGC. But what we always do is we go out and we show people. People like you already believe in us. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people that don't believe in us. All we've done our whole career is we either make you believe or you already believed in us and you'll follow us at some point in time.
Regardless, every single time we're in that ring, we're dead set on delivering the greatest show in professional wrestling. And we're going to be in the building at Fury Road in the 2300 arena. It's just a matter of if the opportunity and everything lines up, and we can't really comment on that.
Fair enough.
But all I can say is we're damn sure going to bust our asses to get to wherever we need to be.
Absolutely. Now, conversations with Court Bauer. I ask everyone that's on MLW or affiliated with MLW in any way. Court Bauer, I call him, me and my co-host, we call him the mad genius of pro wrestling because he does it old school, but he does it new school, and he somehow mixes it to find it in a completely different way. It's the same story, good versus evil, right versus wrong, all the same stuff, but he does it in a way that seems fresh and different. Am I wrong when I say that?
Nah, it feels like he got a nice touch on the pulse on the
Pulse
old
is a great
school.
word. Pulse is a great
A
word.
nice pulse on the old school, and then he modernizes it. So like we saw all these reincarnations of legendary tag teams. We saw the reincarnation of the FBI, the British Bulldogs. We saw all these
Von Erich,
all these old
SAT.
school tag teams, and then it was what's it?
We're
Revive?
injecting
Yes.
new blood,
Yes.
like us.
So respecting the old school,
Calling,
but
yeah.
appreciating the new school.
Yeah, because you could that's why balance is important. Because yes, you're always gonna have these older teams and these nods to Samoan SWAT and SAT and Von Erichs, but you need to always look forward in the main events, in the callings, in teams such as that, because to carry us into the future. Like we're not going anywhere. And
I fucking
So-
Court, if you're watching this, damn sure make sure that does not happen, Court.
yeah, we're not going anywhere. Like we're here to stay, God willing, and we're just here to make tag team wrestling better than how we found it. Period. It doesn't
Make
matter.
pro wrestling better than how we found it.
Exactly.
Like, I can't tell you the amount of times, like, all we want to do is give back. That's all we want to do. There's so many people in this business that they say they want to give back and they don't really want to give back. I promise you, everything we do it. We wear our heart on our sleeves.
It's for everybody. This is for everybody. And before we even have the opportunity, which we know we will, to give back, we're on grind mode, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We're here today. We're in Toronto. Saturday we're in Yarmouth, Maine for Limitless Wrestling. Next week we're in Philly for MLW. Like, if we're not vying for those tag team championships anytime soon, we're doing something wrong. And we're gonna make sure that we're constantly just keeping ourselves relevant and showing the world why we belong in all these top places, competing for all these top titles. And like I said earlier, and it's a redundancy, always bringing the greatest show in professional wrestling.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Now, a more serious note here. Karaoke songs. I mean, you mentioned Disney. I'm a girl dad. You met the mini
I'm
host
also a
earlier.
girl dad.
You're also a girl dad. See, girl dads represent. Now, listen, gentlemen, I'm going to start throwing out some songs, and if you can name the movies, I'll be impressed. All right, here we go. I've been staring at the water.
Oh, that's my daughter's favorite, Moana.
Okay, all right. Okay, just look. She's already critiquing me. See,
No, he's good. He
I'm
liked
good.
it.
All
He
right,
liked it.
all right. Here we go.
Dad pass.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Be a guest. Be a guest. Put that service to the test. Da 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 da. Beauty and the Beast. That's right. That's right. Okay. What else can we do? What else?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, look at that. Or even sometimes, depending on the morning.
He's so cocky.
He's so cocky, right? So cocky. I mean, wouldn't it be Beauty and Beauty? And then the Beast would be here.
No, I'm the beast, man. Don't
You're the
take
Beast?
my gimmick.
Okay, sorry. I apologize.
I'm gonna sue you.
No, you can't.
I'm just kidding.
You can't sue.
Cut this.
Cut this. We're gonna air it. Add it out. Add it out. Lions
don't
don't sue. All right, and one more final song, which is my all-time favorite movie. I actually sung it earlier. Let's get down to business to defeat. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's easy. I did give it away, but that's the jam. Listen, I don't work out a lot, but that song is on my workout playlist. I don't work out a lot. I actually work out. I actually like the bagels and the donuts. I'm a bread guy.
Yeah, me too, man.
Bread guy, right?
too.
Carbs all day. What about you, Midas? Carbs all day?
Yeah, I like some carbs.
You like some
I
carbs.
do like
But you guys, I mean, you guys are built like tanks and brick houses. Now, you mentioned something earlier that was very keen to me. FTR. I'm an FTR fanatic. I think they are one of the greatest tag teams in the world. Right now, Cash going through some personal things, but that's personal things. We're talking about pro wrestling, not personal. FTR main event for the Hog Championships. Can you see it? FTR main event for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Can you see it?
I can see all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, people might laugh. I can see it clearly. Especially because we stepped in the ring.
We've been in the ring with
So
them,
we
yeah.
stepped in the ring with them before. Elevation.
Yes.
So
Like first 5 episodes of Elevation.
Yeah, and I actually that's one of the reasons that I started following you guys a little bit more, because I watched that match and I'm like, yo, I love FTR, but these two kids got something. They got something.
like, and just to even for you to even think that when we're in the ring with those two,
They're tag team
they're
gods.
like
They're
those are tag team final
gods.
bosses in our head. Like they're final boss material.
tag team final boss.
So
That's why we don't care if it takes a long time. We've tried. Trust me, we've tried. We've slid into, like some DMs. You know what I mean? Like
some challenges before. Like it's all about timing. It's all about the proper place, the proper just everything. Like if it doesn't happen now, if it didn't happen before, when it does happen, everything's gonna line up. That's one thing that wrestling has also taught us. There's so many times where we could have had something 2 years prior and it didn't happen, and then we get it 2 years later and we're like, I'm happy it happened now.
I like that. What do they call that? Playing the slow game.
Yes.
You don't go for it fast and easy. You go for it hard and slow because the rewards, to quote Miley Cyrus, life is a climb, but the view's pretty great.
Yes. That's a good quote.
Hannah Montana. You know
Right?
what I'm
Hannah
saying?
Montana. Such an underrated character, Hannah Montana. See? You don't appreciate the Hannah Montana. Your sister does, but you don't. Best of both worlds. I mean, you know what I mean?
Got the
Limo out front. Ooh, designer shoes every color. Oh, man, we could go Disney all day long. Now, you mentioned you're a girl dad. Obviously, you yourself, do you have any children?
No.
Any little lions, any little cubs at home?
Nah, I can't say.
Can't say, right.
No, I can't say that I do.
You can't say that you do. But you're a girl dad. What's one of the coolest things that you love? How old's your daughter?
2.
2. Amazing
She'll be
age.
3 in November.
Amazing age. Be careful when watching sports or anything like that because she picked up on a lot of swear words early on in her life. She doesn't swear now, but she did pick up on a lot of swear words. There's actually a video I have on my Facebook where I'm watching the Raptors because I'm a big basketball fan. I'm watching the Raptors and I'm just giving them shit. I'm being so trade this fucking guy, trade this fucking all over the place. And then she walks up and she goes, Danny, why does everybody's name fuck? So it's like, yeah, I had to. The wife just looked at me and was like, you need to figure out. You old buddy. I've been in the doghouse so many times in our marriage, but we've been together for 21 years.
God bless. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. She saved my life, and I say
it
that
up
all the
for the
time.
wife.
Clap it up, clap it up for Mrs. Host. That's right. Gentlemen, final question. When all the smoke clears in your career and the main event is ready to ride off of the sunset, which is a very long time from now, what is the one thing you mentioned giving back, but what's another thing you want to leave about the legacy? You wanted to find wrestling a better place than you found it. You want to leave it for somebody else to find it. If there's a kid out there that's struggling, a kid out there that doesn't know who they are, how to find themselves, how to be themselves, and pro wrestling might be that gateway, what's the piece of advice that you can give them?
My piece of advice is always trust yourself. Always trust your own instincts. Don't worry about what everyone else says or thinks because you will find people that truly love you for you and see you, because that's one thing that we all want to be seen. There will be people that see you for you. One thing that I would love for people to know about the main event is that this isn't just a tag team. This is like not just a partnership. This isn't just business. Like, we are the best of friends. This is inside. This is outside. He's helped me find myself. He's helped me become comfortable with myself. He's helped me mature. He's helped me become a great father, and he doesn't even have kids. And
Yeah, but what do you say to that? I mean, like, if you've helped each other, that's huge, man.
It's very organically. It's just an organic friendship and brotherhood. Like, we work hand in hand. Like, he gives me confidence that, like, I wouldn't have had on my own. And that's where my piece of advice comes in. I used to be a person. That's why, like, I wasn't a master guy. Like, I came in thinking I was going to be, like, I don't know, Bret the Hitman Hart or, like, somebody really serious, which they're great. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I took myself way too seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't take yourself too seriously. You're going to miss out on a lot of fun if you do that. You know what I mean? Just have fun. Just have fun. That's it.
I laugh at myself all the time, and when I don't, she laughs at me. She embarrasses me all the time, but I love her.
that's what it's about, man.
Yeah, look, she's sitting over there playing victim right now like I'm the greatest kid in the world. She's 13, got nothing but attitude. Trust me.
Teen angst.
Teen angst,
She doesn't
right?
have it, though. She don't
I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. That's right. All right. I absolutely was. Actually, guys, you ever see the movie 21 Jump Street?
Yes.
Remember when Jonah Hill gets off the bus?
Yes.
That was this guy right here. I thought I was the next great Slim Shady, boys. Oh yeah. Oh, I had the block. Oh, I had it all, man. And the wife still. When I asked her out on a date, she still said yes.
Yeah, it's because you had swag. Like, you still thought you had.
I had flow.
Yeah,
That's right.
confidence.
I used to wear Hawaiian shirts.
Probably charmed her.
I definitely did charm her. And then, eventually she was blinded by love and proposed, and then now we have 2 kids. She's not going anywhere.
Let's hope she stays blind.
Not get glasses.
Dude, thanks a lot, boys. I appreciate that.
He's great.
Midas Black, Jay Lion, the main event.
I'm gonna eat your camera again.
That's fine. That's fine.
Always hungry.
You're always hungry. All right. This is heavy. Peace, love, and wrestling, guys. See you next week.
Onward.
Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified each time we post a video. Alternatively, you can check us out on all podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. We are also available on the SNME Network. That's the Sunday Night Main Event Patreon. Please feel free to check us out there as well. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at _Straight Talk on Twitter, at Straight Talk Wrestling on Instagram, Straight Talk Wrestling on Facebook, Straight Talk Wrestling on TikTok, and of course, you can check out all our merch at ProWrestlingTees.com.
I don't need a nigga.